We're back at Spartanburg, SoCon Football Media Day. Head coach Bobby Lamb here now. Coach, it's that time of the year when you can almost sense, hear the sounds of whistles blowing, football's being kicked off. How excited are you to begin this field season?
Well, it's always an exciting time of year. Football is the most anticipated sport out there because the dead of the summer and football's coming up and everybody's excited about it. So our kids have been working extremely hard with our strength and conditioning staff on campus. We're excited to get started, and it's right around the corner.
Let's break it down, Coach, just a little bit. Let's start first. Obviously, a new quarterback this year. Kind of paint us a picture of what to expect to begin the season.
Well, the good news is Kalen Riley and Tanner Brumby got every single snap in spring practice because those are the only two that we had. So both those young men are battling for the position. Probably won't name a starter till right before the first week of game week. Robert Riddle, our true freshman that we signed, is on campus, and we haven't seen him yet, but certainly we'll get a early look at him. So we've got some guys, we've got some experience, some talent. The thing we don't have is experience because John Russ took every significant snap for 4 years. All
right, Coach, let's keep talking about the offense. You've got a core of running backs and receivers that you've got to be awfully excited about.
Yeah, let's start with receivers. Marquise Irvin, Avery Ward, Chandler Curtis have been the big three for us and made a lot of plays when they've been healthy. You know, they were nicked up a little bit last year. And in the backfield, we've added C.J. Leggett. Alex Lakes is obviously back. CJ comes in as a transfer. And then we get T. Mitchell back after a year absence. So we're excited about the depth that we have back there because obviously we lost that depth last year.
And you lost some valuable offensive linemen that have given you a lot of experience, Coach. But, boy, you look at the offensive line this year, that's a big, strong bunch you've got to lead that unit.
I think we're as deep as we've been. It's just going to be a matter of who steps up and emerges to take the spots. Obviously, Thomas Marchman has played every game in his career. Caleb Yates has done an outstanding job. So those two will be the bell cow. The big question marks: who's going to be our center and who's going to fill in the other spots. But we've got guys that are ready to take that step. It's just a matter of getting out there and doing it.
Let's talk about the defense. If you look around this room, there are a lot of talented offensive players in this league. Kind of shape up. Tell us about the defense.
Well, defensively, we've got everybody back basically on our front seven. It starts with Isaiah Bueller, who's had a tremendous career so far. Dorian Kithcart has really come on and been a really good player up front. Austin Barrett. Our defensive line, we think, is set, and it's going to be one of our strengths. Kyle Williams is back from an injury, being an outside backer. LaMarcus Bailey at outside linebacker. Kyle Trammell. I mean, you got to find a place to put this young man because he's all over the field. And then, look at Will Conaway at linebacker, who's come on and had a successful freshman season. And then, of course, the veteran, Lee Bennett. So our front seven, we're really excited about our front seven. On the back end, we got some new faces. The safety spots are open, but a guy like Malik Fleming is a guy that we redshirted. Nobody knows much about him. And then at the corner spot, we've had some guys, we lost a couple of guys there, but we got a lot of people trying to get those spots as well. But it's going to come down to August camp, preseason camp, and see who can win those spots.
A lot of times the kicking game, Coach, will lose or win close football games. You've got to feel good about the guys in those positions.
Well, we do. We've got our snapper back, Stephen Nixon, and then we got a preseason all-conference kicker and Cole Fisher, who had an outstanding year last year, has worked extremely hard. We've got to come up with a punter. Signed a young man named Grant Goupel, but we do have a couple of guys in-house there that are battling as well, and so we'll make that decision as we get into camp.
4 teams from this conference, Coach, last year made the playoffs. That's got to really light a fire under your team. Hey, if 4 got in last year, 4 can get in this year. That's really got to be exciting going in.
I think you really got to commend the Southern Conference. In 2013, they lost Appalachian State and Georgia Southern, and everybody saw this conference tanking it. Everybody's really committed themselves and gotten better. And to see 4 teams get in last year, and we played all 4 of them, and we were right there in every game except for one, and really had a chance to win the other 3. And that's how close we are. And I think our kids realize that and feel that. Yep. And hopefully that'll be the difference this year.
All right, Coach, final question. Not just make the playoffs, but conference championship. Talk the possibilities of how that excites this football team.
Well, it's exciting in the sense that that's what you play for. Obviously, we'd like to get in the playoffs, so that'd be a next step. But if you win the conference, you get an automatic bid. you get a first round bye, all of the above. But this conference is very difficult, top to bottom. You're going to look at Sanford bringing back a lot of players. Wofford brings back a lot of players. Citadel, Chattanooga, the top 4 that got in there. So you got to crack that case first and then kind of move up the ladder. So we're excited about the opportunity to do that.
Conference championship, our top goal, but there's a lot of fans excited about those other 2 little games in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, we got, as I tell people all the time, we got Auburn in Game 3 and then our first ever bowl game in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Game 11. So I know that everybody's excited about those, but in essence, those are the 2 least important games on our conference when it comes to winning the conference championship.
All right, Coach, possibilities of a great season. I know you can't wait to get started.
Can't wait, Rick. Thanks a lot.
Head Coach Bobby Lamb here at the SoCon Football Media Day.